So, who is excited to see how we made this puff puff? If you're excited, type yay in the comment section. See, I know many of you skip that part, or you're gonna type yay, even if you're not excited, or you type it. Welcome, guys, to my YouTube channel. Let's make this puff puff together, guys. So, get a bowl, and we're going to be adding 3 cups of flour. Make sure you sift your flour in case of any particles that are unwanted. So you make sure you sift that completely. And once you're able to sift it, you see that there are particles. If there is anyone in the flour, the sieve is going to remove them very well for you. Just see, you see those particles, those are the unwanted. Next thing, we're going to be adding sugar. Add a 1/4 cup. I added a 1/4 cup and then a half of a 1/4 cup. So I don't know, add it, a 1/4 cup and half of a 1/4 cup. So that was the quantity of sugar that I added. After that, we're going to go in nutmeg. See, nutmeg is very important for flavor when you are making puff puff. Next thing we are going to be adding after that is salt and then some powdered milk. If you have liquid as well, feel free to add it as well. Next thing, we are going to be adding our yeast. For any ingredient that you didn't see me mention the measurements, it is going to be listed out in the description box. So after they've added the yeast, now we're going to go in with our warm water, not hot, not cold, but warm enough that you can put your hand inside. So use your clean hands and mix. You can decide to mix the dry ingredients and then add the water. You can decide to just mix everything together. There's really no difference in it though. So you just add water and then you mix thoroughly. One tip I must give you when you are mixing your puff puff is watch out for the consistency before you allow the dough to rise. The consistency has to be thicker than if it's too runny. Then once your dough rises, once you cover it to allow it to rise, it is going to get watery. So I must tell you that when you are mixing your dough, the consistency should be a bit thick so that after it rises, it will not give you that perfect consistency that you want in your puff puff. If your dough is too runny and your puff puff rises, after it rises and all, and it's time for frying, you see that you think that maybe someone else added more water to it. You won't know that maybe because after it rose and all that. So I don't know the chemistry behind it, but I'm just giving you that tip. You should just fry. I hope you find it helpful and it works for you. So I love making puff puff, and see, if this dough is like this, you need to add a little bit of flour to thicken it up a bit, because after it rises it is going to get watery. Also, after mixing puff puff and you find out that your consistency is too runny and you want to add flour, the best time to add the flour is before you cover it up for it to rise. Add it before that time, because if you add flour after it has risen and you start frying, it's not going to come out nice. It's going to be like a hard or a crunchy dough, which is not what you're looking for. So cover it up and keep it. I forgot, you can add vanilla flavor. I have really not seen a difference, but I think if you have it, you can add it. If you don't have it, your puff puff will still come out nice. Another tip I also have to tell you is when you're making puff puff, please try and add a little bit of salt. The combination of the taste of salt and sugar, it is always tasty. When you add just sugar, for me personally, I don't know for other people, it's just there for me. There's no wow in it. But if you add a little bit of salt to it, the combination just blows your mind when your puff puff is ready. So now after that, after I've added the vanilla flavor, I'm just simply going to cover it up and allow it to rise. So either I keep it in the microwave, or if your kitchen is hot, you can just keep it there and just come back 45 minutes later. After that, now the next thing that we are doing now is frying. We are frying our puff puff. When your dough is watery, it is difficult to get that perfect round shape they're looking for. There are some days that your puff puff is not aligning with your imagination. These are one of those days, and I just didn't have this. I just I'm going to post like that. Not every time it's going to be perfect, but trust me, the puff puff tasted really tasty. It's just that there are just few that were just disobeying. There are some troublesome few that will always have coconut head. There were just few in that oil. But anyway, the puff puff tasted really nice and I loved it. This one was so round that as it was coming out from the fire, I allowed it to cool a bit. I started eating it. Like you need to have home training for you to be able to resist not eating it while it's frying. But anyway, that is it for watching this video. I hope that if you like this video and you watched up to this moment, please just try and click on the like button. It really shows me that okay, you like what you're seeing, and I hope you find it really helpful. I hope you enjoy this recipe and always do come back for more, and please check out my other videos. There are also other interesting videos that you can also see on my channel. Support the ministry and let us get to the permanent site. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye. And let me show you one more thing. Just open that. Let me just open that inside puff puff for you, and you see how perfect it is looking. This puff puff was hot, so it was difficult to just open it.